Hello, and welcome to this third part series of your Plant 3D learning series. Today, we are going to have another detailed discussion on the drawings. So, the AutoCAD Plant 3D production drawings. So, what types of drawings can AutoCAD Plant 3D create? My name is Emmanuel Maenda. I'm a technical sales specialist working at Autodesk, and I am so happy to be leading this session. This forms part of the third series of the intro series, Introduction to AutoCAD Plant 3D, and this part covers the drawing outputs, what kind of drawings AutoCAD Plant 3D produces, and we will finish up this session talking about the value proposition of AutoCAD Plant 3D. So let's get started. So when you start with production drawings, there are different types of production documentations that you would pretty much require in a project. And at the final stage of a project, you need to have that information about the design and construction of the plant. And AutoCAD Plant 3D, as much as it also produces P&I, you can also use it to create P&IDs, drawings. The 3D parts of the module allow you to create isometric drawings as well as orthographic drawings, or rather what you know as general arrangement drawings. We'll start with isometric drawings. Now, with isometric drawings, Plant 3D does have a dedicated tab that has tools specifically for the first creation of your P and your plant piping isometrics. And when it comes to that, although this is going to be a very detailed session at a later stage, we're going to discuss later on how you can customize how you'd want to have an output of your isometric drawings. So in this workflow, most of the times administrators set up different isometric configurations that define the orientations, the drawing scales, selecting the components that need to include them, and which I'm sure that they have company standard title block templates. Plant 3D allows you to create that. And you can also map some of those properties of the title block so that all the attribute information are filled in automatically. And you can also, in that instance, select which tables need to be added while extracting, like your bill of materials, your weld list, cut piece list, and also your spool list. So once all your settings are done, the isometric extraction tools can be utilized to generate isometric drawings that are based on the line number tag of the piping system, which is very crucial in a plant workflow. You might want to ask yourself, how do we actually do that? Well, even though this is going to be part of a future session of how you can customize your project in terms of your isometric drawing setup. The isometric drawing settings, there's a way inside of AutoCAD Plant 3D that allow you, from the project setup dialog box, control the output of your ISO sheets that are generated from the 3D models, your symbols, your dimensions, and your annotations. So we'll start with the symbols and reference. You can customize, as you can see here, your 2D symbols that are used to represent like your 3D components in your ISO sheets. You can also adjust for your drawing format, your filing, and your spool naming, your spool sizing, and ISO output paths. You can also set the default options for drawing output, sheet splitting for congestion, your clutter, turn on and turn off some of these dimensioning and annotation themes. You can also annotate your styles for your different spools, your items, cut pieces, weld numbering, and also controlling your valve tag annotations. Dimensions, you can adjust your dimensioning that is based on the item locations, gasket inclusion, the text height, and the dimension offset, and your stacking. You can also adjust the out-of-the-box themes and create new themes for ISO drawings, and also controlling dimension types for the theme. You can also fine-tune the display of your sloped and your skewed pipe runs, such as your 2D offset boxes, your fall indicators, etc. And you can also customize the title block and border so that you can meet your client's requirements. And also with a live preview, of course, this gives you a very nice little preview of how the ISO displays with all those applied settings. So when you go into the orthographic drawings, this pretty much translates to taking up a lot of what you have been able to successfully model into the project and bringing them all into one single place and generating different orthographic views. And of course, just like the previous setting, you can configure how your title block needs to look, and you can control your 2D blocks for the symbols and your annotations. And you can also configure your layer placements for your different object categories and the colors that have been used for the layer. So in case, for example, maybe extracting isometrics, the line number tag is chosen for extraction, whereas for orthographic views, these drawing files need to be included in the general arrangement drawings. And you need to select those drawings first prior to the auto views generation process. And you can stack up all those multiple drawings, select them all at once, like your piping, your equipment, your structure, and all these components of that plant can be included in the layout. So what you're seeing on the screen here is just a sample of what you can just create out of the box with the orthographic views, with the orthographic drawing views in AutoCAD Plant 3D. So let's just discuss a little bit on why would you choose to invest or rather use AutoCAD Plant 3D? Autodesk conducted an independent, commissioned a report that was done by an independent consultant, and I'm going to provide some of that links into this at the bottom of this video, where an independent study was done, where there was a study that was to compare tasks that were done in basic AutoCAD versus the same project being replicated in the AutoCAD Plant 3D environment. And you could see that from the report, there was an overall productivity gain of 74%. This is because, of course, the fact that you have specialized tools, dedicated tasks, that really automates quite a lot of processes that you would otherwise take quite a lot of time when you're using your basic AutoCAD. So if you have the AutoCAD industry tool sets, a part of your subscription you do have on AutoCAD Plant 3D. So I'd encourage you to have a look into it and get started using it. And of course, the benefit for you as a user is improving design accuracy, more precision, more consistency across your project, saving your time, reducing the time that you take to perform revisions. Later on, you're going to learn that Plant 3D, being a project-based solution, encourages and enhances real-time collaboration across different teams, across different locations, whether they're within the office or working across different geographical location. And other tools like Autodesk Construction Cloud really helps to streamline communication. There's also seamless integration with other AutoCAD-based tools and other tools within the Autodesk ecosystem, such as AutoCAD, Autodesk Advanced Steel, Autodesk Revit, increasing your workflow efficiency and improving a lot more compatibility. And this is just a start of the many good things that we are very hopeful to see in the future. And of course, it really helps you to save money, enhancing your with better efficiency. You save time, and you'll also be able to making sure that your resources are optimized correctly. Thanks again for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. And also don't forget to leave your comment and share any feedback if you have any questions that you may have. And also don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell button if just in case you don't want to miss an update. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.